Hi, my name is Nilmini and I'm from Melbourne. I wanted to do this video testimonial for Dr. Bapat. So I was diagnosed with a fistula on 2015 December. I can remember my first surgery was done in Melbourne on the 5th of December 2015, and at that time I had no idea that there was something called fistula even existed. So when I came out of surgery, I was told that there is something called a seton inside, and it will take around 4 months for that to be removed. So I was quite surprised, had no idea what it was. Anyways, I came home and I started reading about this, and at that time I thought 4 months is a long time to have this little seton inside me. And so I started reading and doing some research, and then I realized that there were people living with fistulas for 7-10 years. And then obviously that was depressing. I was quite depressed once I realized that it was not something as simple as what they described. So I was on antibiotics, and I can remember about 3 weeks later I had to go back in for surgery because I was in pain. As soon as I finished antibiotics, it kept irritating me and getting infected, and had another surgery, and this time I woke up with 2 setons. So then at this point they told me that there's a chance that I might have more setons if there are more tracks, which I think at that point I can remember I was quite depressed, and I just didn't know what to do, and all I could do was coming home and reading online, researching. Then I came across Dr. Bapat. I think I saw his details around January 2016, and so I thought this is the doctor, this is the person that I need to see, and this is the person one day who's going to fix this. But you know, all friends, family, my partner, everyone's like, you just can't, trust people when they say that they can fix you, and then at like 1 centimeter per week, when other doctors struggle to fix it, treat you for years and can't fix it, and nobody in the world that say they can fix this fistula and they can heal you 1 centimeter per week. So everyone was discouraging me, encouraging me to try other methods, see doctors in Melbourne. And I'm from Sri Lanka, by the way. So I went back to Sri Lanka, saw doctors there, because there are Ayurveda doctors in Sri Lanka who claim that they can treat fistula. Met 2 of them because obviously some of my family is still there, so it would be easier for me to do it over there. But after talking to them, there was no confidence, and there's no I didn't think they could do it. And somehow, okay, so I suffered with this fistula for 2.5 years. I had 8 surgeries, 8 or 9 surgeries, and I had no life. I used to do yoga, I used to go hiking, I used to be quite active, and I couldn't even walk much. I just lived to go to work, come home. I was depressed. I did hit depression, and lots of bad things happened in my life and affected my family, my children, my partner. Finally, I decided I don't care what people say. I am going to see Dr. Bapat, because I knew from 2016 when I first saw his came across his website and the testimonials, this is going to be the doctor that's going to fix me one day. So yes, so anyway, my partner was quite supportive at that time. He realized that nothing's going to work, and February 2018 I went to Pune. So just a little bit about Pune. First week you might think, oh my god, it's going to be, how can I stay here for two months, because at the time I went, it was quite hot. But within a week I loved it, and you will fall in love with the place. Beautiful place, beautiful people, very safe. You have everything. You don't even have to worry about not having what you normally have back in your home. So I met Dr. Bapat He was a beautiful person. His wife was amazing. Beautiful couple. They're so nice, make you feel really comfortable. And the treatment, I would say normally, I think if you do it elsewhere, like an Ayurveda treatment, it would be quite painful, but Dr. Bapat does everything possible to minimize your pain. So the first treatment was actually a breeze, to be honest. I think the third one was a little bit uncomfortable, but nothing unbearable. And my God, you could see that it actually heals a centimeter per week. And in 6 weeks, I was completely healed. Now, the treatment is quite simple. You just see the doctor once a week, and it's just walk in, walk out procedures. You don't have to stay overnight. No hospitalization, no antibiotics, most importantly. So during the total treatment time, which is about 5 to 6 weeks for myself, I did not take any antibiotics. So when I was in Melbourne, I think I took antibiotics every second month, maybe even more. It was because it keeps getting infected, as you know. I mean, if you have fistula, you know how it is like. And this medicated thread that the doctor uses, it takes care of everything. So there's no infection, no need for antibiotics. And yes, so during the treatment, he uses local anesthetic, which does work. You don't actually need any more than that. And so there's no general anesthesia or anything. With painkillers, doctor gives you prescriptions to take for different types of painkillers if you need it. But for me, honestly, I didn't take any of that. I took Panadol. Probably once I took a strong painkiller, maybe, but that's about it. Usually I took Panadol if I have any pain, and it's not too bad. Surprisingly, you can actually sit comfortably. Doctor will advise you to walk around 2 to 3 kilometers a day. I think 3 kilometers a day, but I did more than that. And I walked around the city. I did a lot of walking, and one day I remember I did 9 kilometers. And I think the more you walk, better it is. It helps the healing process.